Lane. It's a story about me and a wonderful rabbit in the form of a toy. But Edward was never really a toy. Here he is. This is Edward Tulane, the most beautiful rabbit in the world. My grandmother made him for me. Her name is Pellegrina, and she is a very wise lady. Once when I was young, she told me a story which had a sad ending. And I asked her, "Why, Grandma, why? Why does the story have such a sad ending?" And she replied, "Because the beautiful princess loved only herself. There can be no happy endings if there is no love." Once upon a time, I loved Edward very much. But Edward did not love me. He loved only Edward Tulane. That is to say himself, you see. I'll show you. Oh, Edward, you are so beautiful. I do love you. I will always love you.
Please do not talk such sentimental slop. And please don't ruffle up my suit.
You see, once my papa and I took a trip on an ocean liner. Edward was stolen from me, and some boys threw him into the sea. We were separated for many years. I was so sad to lose him. And Edward, you say? Well, Edward had a very long journey ahead of him before we were reunited. And let me show you some things which happened while we still lived in our house on Egypt Street. Back then, Edward was still a very stuck-up person. And when our maid decided to dust him and put him on the shelf with my dolls, Edward was not a happy rabbit.
Oh, look at this. A bunny rabbit. On the best chair, if you please. Hop it, bunny. Uh-oh. Look at them legs. Doesn't hop. Stand up, do you? I guess I'm going to have to clean you, like everything else. Here goes. Dirty rabbit, dusty rabbit, dirty rabbit, dusty rabbit, giving me a thing to clean, like you are. A thing to clean, nothing but a thing to clean, like you are. A thing to clean, too much to dust. I must, too much to dust. Must dust, too much to dust. I must, too much to dust. Give me the thing to clean, that you are. The thing to clean, nothing but a thing to clean, that you are. The thing to clean, too much to dust. I must, too much to dust. Must dust, too much to dust. I must, too much to dust. Come on, roll over, bunny.
What are you doing? You're spoiling my dress. Can't you sit up? He smells. He smells dusty. He should not be here. This is a doll show, don't you know? Yeah, it's for dolls. Not for things. Look at his ears. He's ugly. He smells like mud. He looks like a pig. He's ugly. He's a monkey. What is this thing? What can it be? What is he? I don't know what my eyes can see. What is he? Flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy.
Stand straight.
Flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy.
See you wait.
Flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy, flippy floppy. Couldn't be a boy, don't you know? He's an ugly thing, ugly as a monkey. Couldn't be a boy, don't how? That's the reason why he has to go. That is 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 why he has to go. Now you know you have to go. 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 Have to go. Go.
No! After many years and many adventures, Edward returned to me. He had loved and lost many people on his journey. So in the end, we were able to speak of him in a new way. Edward had learned to love.
Sweetest little rabbit, I ever knew. Funny little rabbit, oh my, look at you. You're salty and you're sandy, fur sad and grey. Looks as if the ocean, mad ocean, had its way, turned you up, tossed you down, tried its best to see you now, to drown. Riding out across the ocean came a fisherman. What's that rising in the water? Catch it if I can. Swimming in the water, cold and gray. Water little rabbit, fresh today. Everybody starts to say, what kind of fish is that? That's the time you chuck away. It ain't no proper catch. But a little rabbit, so I heard. Me and little rabbit, we won't part, no, we won't part, no, we won't part.
Ah, Edward, you go to sleep. I've got you now.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to London and to the 33rd Ibby International Congress. To formally welcome you, please welcome onto the stage the co-directors of the Congress, Anne Azim and Cathy Lemaire.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the 33rd Ibby World Congress in London. Welcome to those of you who have been to many Ibby Congresses and are greeting old friends, and I'm sure we'll make many new friends over the next few days. It's been really lovely to see you all meeting each other and greeting each other, old friends, as we were registering you earlier. Welcome to those of you too for whom this is your first Ibby Congress. I hope that you'll leave feeling that you have new friends all over the world. That's certainly how I felt when I attended my first Congress in 1994. Over the coming 4 days, we'll have opportunities to learn more about the work that Ibby does, and we'll explore our theme, Crossing Boundaries, Translations and Migrations. The performance you've just seen was by children from Theatre Peckham, and epitomises our theme in many ways, I think. The children are from a theatre company which is in a multilingual and multicultural part of London, which often has quite a bad reputation, in fact. As you can see, there are many creative, wonderful children there. I'm certainly very proud of children from Peckham. The songs that they were singing, they come from a production of a play which has migrated from a book. So that's another form of migration. The book is The Miraculous Journey of Edward Chilane, and it's about a China rabbit who makes a physical and emotional journey. So welcome everybody, and I hope you have a very wonderful 4 days. Yeah.
It's now my pleasure to welcome to the stage the President of Ibby, Reza Khairuddin.
Thank you, Ian. Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon. It gives me the greatest pleasure to welcome all of you to the 33rd International Ibby Congress in this cosmopolitan city of London. A couple of weeks ago, all eyes were on London being the host of the Olympic Games, and what a show that was. And as we all know by now, it was one of the best organized Olympic Games. And likewise, we are all looking forward to an equally successful Ibby Congress. I would like to congratulate the organizers, Kathy Lemaya and Anne Lazim, as well as the whole Ibby UK team of volunteers in making all this happen. The theme for this year's Congress, Crossing Boundaries, Translations and Migrations, is apt, given the pace of globalization around the world. This gives rise to the all-important need to appreciate and understand each other better. Working with and through children is our way of reaching this goal, as they have so much promise as they move towards a better and peaceful future. With the exciting program that is planned for the rest of today and until the 26th, I wish everyone a fruitful and successful Congress. I would also like to take this opportunity of thanking all of you for making this huge effort to come here to participate in this Congress. I know that for sure, that for many of you, it has not been easy at all. Apart from the universal financial constraints, the system of getting visas to continue to be an issue. I congratulate all of you on your determination to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, at every Congress, we have the opportunity to honor individuals who have greatly contributed to the continued success of Ibby. These individuals have given time and energy selflessly to Ibby and its cause. And today Ibby is where it is, partly thanks to their untiring efforts. The Executive Committee met in Bologna in March and approved the conferment of honorary membership of Ibby on 3 individuals for their outstanding contribution to Ibby. May I now have the pleasure to invite on stage our first recipient, Ana Maria Machado. Ana Maria, your presence in Ibby has been long and fruitful. You guided the Hans Christian Andersen Award jury for 1998 and 1990 awards, and went on to win the award yourself in the year 2000. You have been a staunch supporter of Ibby International, as well as the Brazilian section of Ibby. In the year 2010, you were elected to become the president of the Brazilian Academy of Letters, a very worthy honor indeed. With that, congratulations. And now, may I have the pleasure to invite on stage our next recipient, Mr. Peter Schneck. Mr. Peter Schneck, you guided the Hans Christian Andersen Award jury for 1996 and 1998 awards, and went on to serve on the Ibby Executive Committee for the next 4 years. In the year 2002, you were elected president of Ibby and served in this role throughout the difficult changes following the retirement of Lena. You later joined the Ibby Foundation Board, becoming its president from the year 2007 to 2010, and continue to support Ibby by serving on the Ibby Foundation Board. Peter, thank you for your commitment and enthusiasm. Congratulations. And our final honorary membership recipient, may I have the pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Urs Breitenstein. Mr. Urs, your presence in Ibby has been long and fruitful. In the year 2002, when the Ibby Jubilee Congress was planned for Basel, you willingly stepped in and joined the organizing team, and with your great generosity and patience, supported Ibby in a way that was outstanding. Furthermore, you made close ties at that time by becoming treasurer of the international organization, serving until the year 2008, and securing a large donation that has kept the Secretariat alive and functioning. You continue to support Ibby by serving on the Ibby Foundation Board. Thank you and congratulations. And so with that award, I conclude my speech, and I hope you'll join me and the rest to enjoy the rest of this 33rd International Ibby Congress. Thank you.
We have one final presentation for you in the opening ceremony. Tomorrow morning there is a breakfast session that I know many of you wish to attend, and to introduce that session on the Iwate project, it's my pleasure to introduce Cheiko Suimori.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of 311 Ehon Project Iwate and all other Japanese projects, including those related to Fukushima, I would like to thank you, all of you, especially the Congress organizer and Ibby administrators who granted us this precious opportunity to speak to you. I think you all know what happened in Japan 17 months ago, and I invite you to join us for our session on children and books in the months following the earthquake and awful tsunami disaster. I'm here at the Congress because I live in that region now of the tsunami devastated area since 2 years ago, and even my house is in the inland part of it. I have so many things to tell you. On March 11, 2011, at the very moment I could already tell that the earthquake was much more stronger than any earthquake I have ever experienced. But for 2 or 3 days, I did not realize it had caused a major disaster. We did not have electricity, and our television and telephone and internet were not working. Even before those of us living quite close to the disaster area, all of you overseas knew what was happening to us. You had already seen the tsunami washing away buildings and houses and carrying cars and huge ships were onto the land. And as I came to understand what had happened to us, I lost word. But then I realized I have come to live in this region. I have to do something. I knew that the children of the disaster-affected areas who had lost everything would be suffering from fear, uncertainty, and hopelessness. Their material needs might soon be met, but what would feed their need for comfort and hope? I immediately recalled the story of the beginning of Ibby, of how Ira Lepman witnessed the plight of German children in the wake of World War II and issued her call to people all over the world to send picture books. I also remembered the story of Jurinda Abnasur of Lebanon, who told how she was finally able to calm children who were filled with fear by the air raids of the war by holding them on her lap and reading to them from picture books. I had also very much impressed by the experiences of Muti Bonanta at the time of the great tsunami disaster in Indonesia. Following Ira Lepman's example, I wrote letters to many friends asking them to send us books. My appeal received an enormous response, and the project was reported by many newspapers and in other media. Within 2 months, more than 2,300,000 picture books had been delivered to us. I was surprised to realize how many people trust in picture books as something that would relieve the sorrow of little children. The project was also blessed by a tremendous outpouring of volunteer spirit and energy. Altogether, nearly 4,000 volunteers have given their support to this project. As you can easily imagine, there are so many tragedies and tears everywhere. But out of this sadness, we meet many brave and courageous people and children. So please keep remembering us that we can really give torch of hope to next generations everywhere. I'm sure you can find them at our session and 3 booths here at the Congress. Please do visit our booth and come to the early bird session on the 25th at 8 o'clock. It is really early bird. We cannot tell everything, but we'll tell about the many touching stories that we have experienced and show pictures and even invite you to the most beautiful song, Born Out of Despair. Please share The Flowers Will Bloom, Song of Hope, which everyone can share at any time, anywhere. Please come and join us. Thank you.